I want us to look at the topic in mathematics, and the topic name is simply functions. So let's try and understand how we can solve functions in our exams. So I'll summarize this topic so we can all understand. So I want us to understand that functions can be broken down in different parts. So I want us to know how to find the function of a number. Okay, how can we find the function of a number? Now, in other words, what I mean is that when I say function, on the word function, what I'm trying to imply is that we're plugging in any variable that we can think about. For instance, we can have f of a number such as 3, or we can have g of a number such as -7. We can even have p of -1, and so on and so forth. So now, whenever you have f of a number, g of a number, p of a number, that just means that you have the function of a number. So now, how can you find the function of a number? Let's look at examples. So the functions f and g are defined as f of x being equal to 3x plus 1 and simply g of x being equal to -4x minus 1 over 7. We will be asked to find things like f of 4. Now, how can we find f of 4? In our example, the functions f and g are defined as f of x being equal to 3x plus 1 and g of x being equal to -4x minus 1 over 7. We've been asked to find f of 4. So for us to find f of 4, we have to look for the function in our question that is beginning with a letter of what? F. So now there's only one function beginning with the letter of f, which is f of what? X. So we're going to rewrite the function that is beginning with f, which is f of x being equal to 3x plus 1. So now in this function f of x that is being equal to 3x plus 1, it simply implies that where there is x, they are putting what? X. Okay? F of x being equal to 3x plus 1 simply means that where there is x, they are putting x. But in f of 4, it simply means that where there is x, we'll be putting what? 4. Then write what will follow after x, which is plus 1. You see? Don't forget this point. In f of x, which is equal to 3x plus 1, where there is x, they are putting what? X. But in f of 4, where there is x, we're plugging in what? 4. Then we simplify the function. Therefore, f of 4 will then be equal to 3 times 4. 3 times 4 will give us what? 12, yes. Then we say plus what? 1. And therefore, f of 4 will then be equal to 12 plus 1 is simply what? 13. You see? Yes. Let's try and find f of -6. If you want, you can pause the video and try to answer this question on your own. Alright, let's continue. So to find f of -6, what you have to do is to go back to the question and look for the function that is beginning with what? F. Okay? So the only function beginning with f is simply what? F of x. So now f of x is equal to 3x plus 1. So you write that function. So you rewrite the function f of x is being equal to 3x plus 1. Okay? As it has been written this side, f of x is equal to 3x plus 1. Then from there, since you've been asked to find f of -6, what you have to do is that where there's x, you'll be putting now negative what? 6. So to find f of -6, what you have to do is to substitute where there's x, you put in what? -6. And then say plus what? 1. Okay? Now you simplify this furthermore. F of -6 is therefore equal to 3 times what? -6. 3 times -6 will simply give you negative what? 18 plus what? 1. Alright, let's continue. And therefore, f of -6 is then equal to -18 plus 1 will give you negative what? 17 as your final what? Answer. Okay? I hope we're clear. If we're clear, it's a very good thing. Okay? Yes. Okay, so let's move on and try and find the next question that we might be given. Presuming we are taught to find g of what? -3. So to find g of -3, you go back to the question. In the question, you have g of x being equal to -4x minus 1 over 7. So you're going to write the function that begins with g, which is g of what? X. Okay? So g of x is equal to what? -4x minus 1 over 7. So it's equal to -4x minus 1 over what? 7. Then from there, where there's x in g of x, you'll be plugging in negative what? 3. So you're going to say g of -3 is therefore equal to -4, open brackets, -3, close minus what? 1 over what? 7. And to find g of -3, you will then say -4 times -3, giving you a positive 12 minus 1 over what? 7. You simplify furthermore by saying g of -3 is therefore equal to 12 minus 1 is what? 11 over what? 7. You see? Yes, like that thing. Alright, let's move on to the second example, which is our last example. So presuming that you are given that p of x is equal to -4x minus 3. Let's say minus 3. Yeah, like that time. And we are taught to find p of -1. So to find p of -1, it's quite simple. We'll look for the function that starts with p, and the only function in the question that starts with p is simply p of x, which is equal to -4x minus what? 3. Now here you're looking for p of -1, which means that where there's x, you put in negative what? 1. So -4, open brackets, where there's x, you plug in negative what? 1 and minus what? 3. So -4 times negative what? 1. So p of -1 is equal to -4 times -1 is simply 4 minus what? 3. Then p of -1 is therefore equal to what? 4 minus 3 is simply what? 1. Alright. So we've clearly understood how to find the function of what? A number. So let me give you pillow work. Okay? So I'll only give you one question that you will do and submit right now. So let's say the functions f and g are defined as f of x is equal to -6x minus 4 and g of x is equal to negative 7x over 2. Find f of negative 1, and finally g of 3. Alright, thanks for watching. My name is Mr. Hussein. If you have queries, you can contact me on 0761754349, or you can just simply come at Cashford Tuition Center. Okay, if you contact me, I will narrate the direction to this place. All right, thank you for watching and have a blessed time.